How's it going, YouTube? Kyle, or Epic here with another tutorial for you all this week on a front flip by popular demand. A lot of you guys really wanted me to remake the front flip tutorial, which I'm totally cool with because I actually watched the old one and there's a lot of noise going on in the background. I don't know how some of you guys didn't thumb down that video because you guys couldn't hear me. So, with nothing more to do, let me demonstrate it and we'll go through breaking it down. That's what it looks like. It is kind of one of those challenging movements, especially when you're just getting into flips, and a lot of you guys, I almost promise you, will spend a lot of time falling on your heels, falling on your butts. You'll land on your feet and fall back on your butts. You'll land on your back. There'll be a lot of times where you guys will mess up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the overall movement down, and then before I do the slow-mos, I'm actually going to show you guys some progressions that you guys can use to work your way up to getting the overall movement down. Alright, so first, one of the most important things in a front flip is the set. After that comes the variation, which is the actual rotation or the actual movement itself, the flip. And then there's the landing, which is probably the one thing everybody forgets. So make sure that when you do this, you don't throw yourself and expect to land on your feet. You have to control it. So let's walk through the set. What I don't want you guys to do, and this is probably the worst thing you can do, is go like this. Like that. I don't know how many times I've seen people do that, and I have no idea why it makes sense, where you would think that the harder you stomp, the higher you're going to get. Even on spring floors, it's just not going to work that way. The only way that technique works is on trampolines and bouncy stuff, like bounce houses and stuff. When you're on ground, you don't need to jump so high just to front flip. You only need just to get off the ground, just in the air. So think about skipping, like a skip, but land on 2 feet. When you land, keep your heels up, because you want to bounce off your toes. When you're going into that jump, don't go like this, like that. When you land into that jump and your hands go down, up, and then down again, that's a lot of going back and forth. That's actually going to confuse the piss out of your body, and that's not going to flow easy. So what you want to do to fix that is when you jump and bring your arms up. So when you do that, hop, boom, have your arms either shoulder height or head height above your head. By the time your feet land, so when you go into that punch, everything's right where it needs to be. From there, you go into the actual jumping part, the set. You want to get that full extension off your legs. If you take off with your legs still bent, you're not going to get as high. You want to reach with your arms up and over in a hollow. Notice how my back is curved. You want that hollow motion because that hollow is actually going to help you get that transition from the jump into the flip. When you're going, it also helps to look. Wherever you look, that's most likely where you're going to go. If you're looking straight down, you're probably going to make sure your whole body goes down. So try and reach up. Spot something up high so you know to reach for it. Now as far as the actual flipping part goes, keep in mind the tighter you tuck, the faster you'll actually get around. You'll get more to your feet. The goal is to land on your feet. So when you're doing it, make sure you get that smooth transition nice, fast, and tight enough to where your feet come around all the way to the ground. Try to be careful that you don't over-rotate. Make sure as you feel your body coming out of the flip that you bring your hands out in front of you so you can be ready if you need to go out into a roll, if you need to reach out into a cartwheel or round off, or so if you over-rotate, you don't hit your face on whatever's in front. As you're going into the tuck, don't think about bringing your knees to your chest. Bringing your knees to your chest is for the back flip. When you're going up, you want to look to spot something, but when you actually go into the tuck, tuck your chin in, so as you come out, you're almost like following your feet. So when you see that other spot on the horizon, when you start seeing the floor, you can see the ground, know how high you are, so you can learn when to open up. When you finish, as you come out of it, you almost want to hook your heels down and pull them underneath of you. That brings your chest upright, your arms come in front of your face so you can block, and you control that landing. A lot of times you don't want to land too solid. If you can manage it, try to land maybe 1 foot in front of the other. I know I'm not formal, I'm not a gymnast, I'm not a cheerleader, so please don't bash me for that. I'm just focusing on the basic movement. You can master it, clean it up later. I'm just walking through the basic motions. So if you're having trouble landing 2 feet, it helps to keep your feet together because that carries a momentum. When you're going in your flip and you spread your legs apart, as sexual as that sounds, you actually lose momentum. So as you're going into it and you're coming into the flip and you're coming out, keep your feet together and either bring them here or pull one in front of the other so you can kind of walk out and step out. Maybe do a front flip, step out, round off, double back. If you're crazy enough. All right, I wanted to add a quick tip for you guys, just something that's very important so you guys can help protect your knees as far as the set goes, because a lot of people will stomp. You'll go up real high just to do a hard stomp, and I'm telling you that is not going to help your knees. That will destroy your knees over time. Even though you're young, you may not feel it right away, but if you keep doing that technique over time, and you like me, you're going to feel it later on, and your knees are going to get sore, and it's going to hurt, and you could damage your tendons, you could damage your muscles, they could get weak, your knee could hurt. And it just sucks because you don't want to have to take glucosamine tablets at the age of 20, 21, like I did. So, what I want you to do to fix that is work on this really simple, easy drill. All you're going to do, if you can go on your tippy toes, if you can bring your heels off the ground and bounce like this, that technique that you use to bounce, to push, those muscles are the only muscles that I use when I do my front flips. So when you do your little skip, hop, just think about keeping your heels off the ground like I mentioned, but when you go into the actual bounce, think about not kicking the ground, but kicking off of the ground. So you land easy, but push off hard. That way you're focused on actual strength, not so much power. Power is when you stomp, but maybe technique. See if that helps. And that's pretty much it. That's the front flip tutorial for you guys. Hope you guys learned a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go through some progressions real fast so you guys can learn ways that you can work your way up into the front flip, because I know it's one of those movements that everybody just really wants to get down, and hopefully these next progression videos that I'll show you before I go to the slow-mos will help you get a better understanding as far as movement goes, but also understanding the actual, like, to get height so you can go up in an arch, flip, open up, have plenty of time to finish that rotation before you start coming down so you can land, boop, standing up. And then enjoy the slow-mo. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Take great care, stay positive, enjoy these next few clips.